And good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Steve's Sporty Balls live on the O2C Media Network. This is your announcer, Harry von Stuttgart, here and ready to rock and roll with you tonight. There's a lot we can put up, but we didn't get a chance to put anything up. So let's just call this Surprise Saturday. And it's going to be surprised if this show even works tonight. But anyway, here he is, the unannounced and strictly uncoordinated Mr. Steve Baxley, the Baxman. Hey, hi there, ho there, Vickerman. How you doing? Welcome to another little edition of Steve's Sporty Balls. Hey, 0011 Peace. Hello, Matt. How you doing? Hello, my friend. Hello, my friends. What have I got to do? Oh, yeah. I got to get the I got to get the script. Actually, what I do, I got to get the scoreboard. So forgive me for a moment while I do a little tuck and roll. Yep. Hang on for a second. Roll. Roll. Man, things I do for this show. It is amazing. The wonderful things I do for this broadcast. Okay. Now let's plug that in. And we hop in New Jersey. I just kick things in. Yeah, why not? Hoy! Boom. There we go. It's easy to do this once you got the secret, which is, of course, a beanbag chair. And as I sit along, there we go. Hi, how are you? Yep. Hi there. Welcome to the broadcast. Okay, hi there. Welcome to the show. I will be glad on Tuesday when we will be going over to our little studio. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a fun day I've had. Yes, it's been a long time, dude. No, I get the furniture on Tuesday. I got a little table. I'm going to try to get me a couple of chairs. If I can find a cheap gaming chair, I can use that. I got the green screen ready. Once again, for those of you that haven't seen the place yet, behind that door is our little streaming studio. And it's going to work because I got a little desk for it, little chair coming up, green screen. And over here, this is the camera, and there you see the TV. So we're coming along, folks, slowly but surely. I'm going to be downloading OBS after the show, and then I'm going to go to sleep. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, man, I'm going, Matthew. I'm going to download OBS tonight, and then tomorrow after church, we can see if everything gets all nice and cleared up. And then then when I get the furniture, I'll be moving my little bed here and some of the stuff into the bedroom, and we will be having more fun than legally possible. And all right, let me know if you need assistance getting it set up once you get around to it. Thank you, Matt. We are going to, if anyone wants to call us when we get our streams going, when we get our stream going on Twitch, we're going to be on Skype, and we'll have a little thing that says L2C, and that's what you got to hit to be on our little show of shows. So there you go. It's going to work. I guarantee you, he's going to work. Speaking of work, we got a lot to do, so let's get to it. This Vince McMahon mess has somehow exploded further. And we will give you the latest on the WWE's Royal Fumble, as we like to call it. So get ready, everything in this fully jam-packed hour. Let's get you to the NFL and the picks for Championship Sunday. So let's see who the bettors pick. We're entering the last NFL Sunday before the old Super Bowl. It's exciting, yet also in a sad way. Both the number one seeds, the Baltimore Ravens and San Francisco 49ers, have made it to Championship Sunday and will face off against the challengers, the Kansas City Chiefs, Baltimore Ravens. That'll be on CBS. The San Francisco 49ers, Detroit Lions. By the way, Chiefs and Lions are both number 3 seeds in their respective conferences. That game will be on Fox at 6:30, your local Fox station. Patrick Mahomes was victorious in his first ever road playoff start in Buffalo, while the Lions have now won 3 in a row, including a victory over their former quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in a super wild card weekend. Now, the NFL scriptwriters foretold in their color scheme that the 49ers and Ravens will be facing off in Super Bowl 58. Are they correct? I don't think so. Let's take a look at how the NFL is predicting these games. Kansas City Chiefs, Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are 4-point underdogs Sunday at 3 on CBS, streaming on Paramount Plus. Lamar Jackson has won each of his past 4 starts by over 14 points, while Mr. Mahomes has lost 4 starts by 14 or over points, and by over 14 points in his entire career. Everyone views this matchup as Lamar versus Mahomes, but they really look at it from the other side. This is the Ravens defense versus the Chiefs defense, which, let's put it this way, they have some significant holes. The Ravens were the first team ever to lead or co-lead the league in scoring defense, sacks, and takeaways. The Ravens and Chiefs rank numbers 1 and 2 in scoring defense, respectively, making this the first conference championship game between the 2 top scoring defenses since 2004. Now, a lot of people were dumb enough to doubt Mahomes against Buffalo Bills, but he, Isaiah Pacheco, and Travis Kelce ended up victorious. Mahomes is actually the first quarterback ever with no sacks and 0 turnovers in 3 straight playoff starts. Baltimore's defense provides a much different test than the Buffalo defense, however, and the Ravens are statistically a better offense. So CBS is saying bet on the Ravens. The Chiefs' defense is impressive, but containing the Ravens' offense is a tough task. Jackson's playing effectively as both passer and runner. Justice Hill and Gus Edwards plus Dalvin Cook are the running back trio. Zay Flowers is a fun playmaker who can make defensive backs miss at the third level. And then Mark Andrews is returning to the lineup. We hate 3.5-point lines, but CBS is taking Baltimore. Ravens are 6-0 SU and ATS this season against teams that enter the matchup 3 or more games above 500. Their average win margin in those games, a whopping 26.2 points. Baltimore is also 10-3 ATS in its last 13 playoff games. There are plenty of trends that say not to bet against Mahomes as an underdog, but ignore them at ye own peril. The projected score, Ravens 26-20. In overtime, the pick, Ravens minus 3.5. Now, let's get to the one that is going to be beautiful. And you can catch it on Fox and streaming on Fubo. Sunday at 6:30. Now, the Lions have been typically the NFL's doormat for over many years. This year, that doormat label has been dead and buried. The 38-6 loss to Ravens, and the 41-38 win over the Chargers, and their losses to the Packers and Bears were watched closely, and it had a lot of people wondering if they were in the same tier with Baltimore or San Francisco. They get a chance to prove it. Lions had home field advantage in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, and they made the most of it with 2 impressive wins. One over their former quarterback, the Los Angeles Rams, then their devouring of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now they hit the road to play outside for the first time since December 10th. Now, the weatherman is saying there's not going to be any rain in the area like last week, but this is still a road game in just a little bit cooler weather than Detroit's dome provides. The Lions haven't won a playoff game, remember, on the road since 1957. Max says, Steve, when we need to share the Skype link to our Last Call Cafe group for the show, because I just remembered we never shared the group link so people could join it. Yes, do that. Do it, Matt. Do it. We'll share the Skype link. And we got to first put it up there. I think we got share it where? Anywhere and everywhere. The Last Call Cafe group on Facebook. I think that's all we got is the Last Call Cafe group on Facebook. Share it on Discord if anyone wants to talk about gaming, because we're going to be touching every base on the show. We're going to be touching gaming. We're going to be touching comedy. So we're going to have fun. No politics. Okay. As for 49ers, Deebo Samuel has no game designation with a shoulder injury, and he'll play. This is big because 49ers are 14-1 when Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, and Samuel all play the entire game. 49ers didn't look very polished on either side of the ball last week against the Packers. They might be this week. Will the 49ers win? Well, when you talk about CBS to the folks at CBSSports.com, they're saying yes. Projected score, 49ers 35, Lions 24, 49ers minus 7.5. So watch that game, folks. Watch it closely. if you will. Okay, Joel Embiid has missed a showdown versus the Nuggets. Let's see. Bill Belichick, unlikely to coach in 2024, so expect a little TV spot. And don't be surprised if he doesn't show up on CBS. So let's keep going here and get you some scores. And we got a whole lot of games here today. Today was Saturday, and we got an entire plethora of games. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Here we go. We start off with the NBA in double overtime. The Lakers lead the Warriors 143 to 141 with 12 seconds left. Hopefully, we'll have a final score for you there. The Wizards broke the Pistons 118 to 104. New York Knicks beat the Heat by a score of 125 to 109. Denver Nuggets over the Philadelphia 76ers 111 to 105. Brooklyn Nets over the Houston Rockets 106-104. The LA Clippers over the Boston Celtics 115 to 96. Utah Jazz over the Charlotte Hornets 134-122. Milwaukee Bucks over the New Orleans Pelicans 141 to 117. Spurs over the Timberwolves by just 1 point, 113 to 112. Kings over Mavericks 120 to 115. In men's basketball, college style, fourth-ranked Houston defeated Kansas State 74-52. 16th ranked Marquette over Seton Hall 75-57. 29th ranked, is that 29th? Is there a chance we can grab? Hang on, folks. Gonna grab a little something here. If I can. Whoa. Well, blow me down. The chair has subsided. There we go. Whee! Okay. Yay. We don't have to read small print. Ha ha ha. No reading small print anymore. Ha ha. Now everything's going to be big. Okay. 7th ranked Kansas over 23rd Iowa State. 23rd ranked Iowa State over 7th ranked Kansas, 79-75. 20th ranked Texas Tech beat number 1 Oklahoma 85-84. That is an upset. You can't make posts on the Last Call Facebook group. At least not now. Posts that group hasn't had any posts since 2019. Yeesh. Okay, well I'll try to figure something out, man. We gotta find a way to let people know you can call us on Skype. 21st ranked BYU over Texas, 84-72. 3rd ranked North Carolina over Florida State, 75-68. In overtime, 24th ranked Colorado losing to Wyoming, 79-76. 18th ranked Utah State in overtime beat Boise by a score. Boise State or Boise State 90-84. 8th ranked Auburn losing to Mississippi State 64-58. 10th ranked Illinois over Indiana 70-62. 24th ranked Colorado State losing to Wyoming in overtime 79-76. In triple overtime, TCU over 15th ranked Baylor 105-102. Where's 105? Okay, let's lift that up there. Thank you. So Baylor gets a little mini upset. Number 12, Duke over Clemson, 72-71. I sent you the invite link on Facebook. If you go to the Skype group, you can copy and paste the link. Okay. Let's see. Where are we here? Baylor 1-2, 12th Duke over Clemson, 72-71. 9th ranked Arizona over Oregon, 87-78. 16th ranked Dayton, a loser to Richmond, 69-64. 6th ranked Kentucky, a winner over Arkansas, 63-57. 5th ranked Tennessee over Vanderbilt, 75-62. And 17th ranked Creighton, a winner over DePaul, 85-62. In women's college basketball, Michigan State over Michigan, 82-61. Central Michigan over Western Michigan, 53-45. Detroit over Cleveland State, 69-56. Remember, 69 is a workable number. Ball State beat Eastern Michigan, 75-50. Middle Tennessee beat FIU, Florida International University, 92-62. I'll take Manhattan, and somebody did. Manhattan beat Iona, 64-56. Western Illinois beat Morehead State, 65-59. UNCG over ETSU in the Battle of Initials, 54-50. Ohio over Miami of Ohio, 71-55. Old Dominion over Georgia State, 73-65. Coastal Carolina, a loser to the University of Louisiana Monroe, 71-68. SC Upstate over Gardner-Webb, 78-59. Rhode Island over UMass, 63-48. Harvard over Yale by a score of 61-52. Youngstown State over Robert Morris, 71-46. Texas Southern over Alabama A&M, 61-55. Sacred Heart over FDU, 68-51. Fairfield over Canisius, 70-42. Furman over Mercer, 58-56. Marshall over Georgia Southern, 106-95. Jacksonville over Bellarmine, 87-69. Liberty over Jacksonville State, 63-32. Eastern Kentucky over North Florida, 79-56. St. Peter's over Ryder, 68-58. Vermont over Bryant, 61-35. Chattanooga over Western Carolina, 69-59. Wofford over Samford without Sun, 59-41. PFW over Northern Kentucky, 61-55. Albany over New Hampshire, 54-46. Northern Alabama over Queens, 75-71. Central Arkansas, 67. Kennesaw State, 60. Maine over Binghamton, 59-56. And more. We got more. Lemoyne over LIU, 80-62. Little Rock over Southeast Missouri State, 53-47. In overtime, Eastern Illinois defeated Tennessee State, 71-67. Fifth-ranked Iowa over Nebraska, 92-73. Akron over Northern Illinois, 61-59. Lindenwood over UT Martin, 73-68. Tennessee Tech over SIUE, 6-7-58. St. Thomas of Minnesota over North Dakota, 76-66. Niagara, an 80-63 win over Mount St. Mary. Final in overtime, New Mexico State over LA Tech or Louisiana Tech, 66-64. UNC Asheville over Charleston Southern, 62-59. Radford over Presbyterian, 65-40. Boston U over Lafayette, 51-39. Jackson State over Bethune-Cook, 81-65. Fordham over George Washington, 60-55. St. Joseph over Davidson, 68-42. In overtime, UCF over Houston, 92-87. Lehigh over Holy Cross, 70-60. West Virginia over Iowa State, 84-78. Maryland East Shore beat North Carolina Central, 78-61. New Orleans over McNeese State, 74-59. Columbia over Penn, 85-55. Norfolk State over Chopin State, 61-53. Texas A&M over Northwestern State, 50-45. Princeton over Cornell, 85-47. American over Colgate, 56-54. There's no one smiling at Colgate. Florida and A&M over Alcorn State, 60-56. Providence over Xavier, 69-60. Howard over Morgan State, 54-51. Longwood over Regent, 103-52. Merrimack over St. Francis, Pennsylvania, 71-48. UMBC over New Jersey Tech, 72-61. Southern Mississippi over South Alabama, 77-43. Louisiana over Texas State, 59-52. In overtime, Troy over Arkansas State, 91-84. Wisconsin over Rutgers, 73-62. Stetson fit over Lipscomb, 67-55. Nebraska of Omaha, not like their brother, Mutual of Omaha. There. Okay. Nebraska, Omaha over Denver, 80-77. South Dakota over UMKC, 72-62. Memphis over Rice, 73-66. SMU over UTSA, 75-58. New Mexico, a 66-51 winner over Air Force. Brown over Dartmouth, 35-31. Texas over Cincinnati, 67-50. Texas Tech over TCU, 71-65. Colorado State over San Jose State, 65-49. Incarnate Word over Houston Christian, 77-49. Grambling over Mississippi Valley State, 81-71. Northern Iowa over Bradley, 105-59. Delaware State over SC State, 61-49. Army over Bucknell, 75-66. Kent State over Bowling Green, 82-74. Wagner over CCSU, 49-45. James Madison over Appalachian State, 78-61. Grand Canyon over UT Arlington, 70-35. Idaho State over Weber State, 55-47. Montana over Sacramento State, 84-57. Montana State over Portland State, 71-50. In overtime, Northern Arizona over Eastern Washington by a beautiful score of 89-81. Idaho over North Colorado, 60-56. Southern Utah over Abilene Christian, 82-80. UTEP over Sam Houston, 66-61. Siena over Quinnipiac, 78-60. Utah Valley over Seattle, 59-56. Utah Tech over Tarleton State, 75-48. St. Mary over St. Clara, or Santa Clara, almost, well, we anoint you St. Clara. St. Mary over Santa Clara, 74-67. Kyle Baptist over SF Austin, at a 7-5. Tulsa over Charlotte, 65-55. Southeast Louisiana, a loser to Lamar, 59-45. Prairie View, 3-point winner over Alabama State, 46-43. Wyoming, a 69-47 winner, a 69-47 winner over Fresno State. San Diego State over Boise State, 79-54. Arkansas Pine Bluff over Southern U, 74-59. Texas A&M Community defeated Nichols State, 71-67. Hawaii defeated Cal Poly, 63-59. LMU over Pepperdine, 75-59. UC Irvine over CS Northridge, 67-63. Portland over San Diego, 64-59. Gonzaga beat San Francisco, 73-54. Cal State Fullerton over Cal Baker, Cal Baker over Cal State Fullerton, 66-56. UC Davis over UC San Diego. That's when the cloud lifts. UC San Diego. 62-49. Kansas State over BYU, 67-65. Loyola, Maryland over Navy, 70-67. Marquette over Butler, 59-48. UNLV over Nevada, 92-47. Illinois State over Drake, 79-70. LBSU over UC Riverside, 54-52. FAU over Wichita State, 63-56. Toledo over Buffalo, 67-63. FGCU over Austin Peay by a score of 65-54. High Point over Winthrop, 75-69. Oklahoma over Kansas, 60-55. And Notre Dame over Connecticut, 82-67. The finals of the Farmers Insurance Open have just concluded. The winner is Mathieu Pavon from France with a 13 under, with a score of 13 under. He gets 1.6 mil. Nikolai Holgaard took second at 12 under. $981,000 is what he'll get. Nate Lashley and Jake Knapp of the U.S. tied at thirds with minus 11. So they both will get a check for $477,000, along with Steven Yeager. All three of them got 11 under. In the NHL, 2 games still going on as we speak, both early in the third. Calgary Flames over the Chicago Blackhawks, 1-0. And the Blue Jackets over the Canucks by a score of 4-2. Finals from earlier today, the Boston Bruins over the Philadelphia Flyers by a score of 6-2. Dallas Stars in overtime over the Washington Capitals, 5-4. Oilers over the Predators, 4-1. Sabres over the Sharks, 5-2. Hurricanes over the Coyotes, 3-1. Rangers over the Senators, Hurricanes over the Coyotes, 3-1. Rangers over Senators, 7-2. In overtime, the Penguins over the Canadiens, 3-2. Lightning over the Devils, 6-3. Maple Leafs over the Jets, 4-2. Final in overtime. Panthers over Islanders, 3-2. Red Wings over the Golden Knights, 5-2. And the Anaheim Ducks over the Minnesota Wild, 3-2. In La Liga action for tonight. Are we sure? Yep. Okay. Real Sociedad and Rayo Vallecano ended up in a goose egg tie. Real Madrid beat Las Palmas 2-1. Villarreal over Barcelona by a score of 5-3. Real Betis over Mallorca, 1-0. In Liga MX, Necaxa over America. Actually, not over. They ended up in a goose egg tie. Cruz Azul over Mazatlan FC, 2-1. Leon over Santos Laguna, 3-2. Monterrey over Atletico San Luis, 3-1. In this Bundesliga, Werder Bremen beat Freiburg 3-1. Stuttgart, not Harry, but the team Stuttgart, defeated Leipzig 5-2. Wolfsburg and FCC Cologne ended in a 1-1 tie. Bayern Munich over Augsburg, 3-2. Heidenheim and Hoffenheim ended up in a 1-1 Heim. Bayer Leverkusen over Mönchengladbach. Goose eggs. In Serie A, it was Atalanta 2, Udinese 0. Juventus and Empoli tied at 1. AC Milan and Bologna tied at 2. In League One competition, it was Nice over Metz, 1-0. Olympique Marseille over Monaco, 2-2. In the Argentine Premier Division, Lanús defeated San Lorenzo 2-0. Platense over Boca Juniors, no score. Union over Racing Cars ended in a 1-0 score with Union winning. And that, my friends, believe it or not, is the end of our scoreboard. We will update situations when we can. So not to worry. Anyway. I like it like this. Very nice. Gives my chance a back for my back to sort of behave nicely. Mm-hmm. There we go. Okay. Whew. This has been fun. Let's update you on the WWE Royal Rumble, Bumble and Stumble. We have the recap of all the action. Here's your match card. Let's give you some updates. The men's Royal Rumble match, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso drew number 1 and number 2 respectfully. The first one-on-one interaction between them since Jimmy Uso cost his brother the undisputed WWE Universal title at SummerSlam in August. Grayson Walter was number 3. He entered with a microphone in hand and ate a super kick after getting personal about Jey Uso's family dynamics. Walter and Jimmy Uso double-teamed Jey Uso, but their union was interrupted. Carmelo Hayes entered at number 5 and scored the first elimination by clotheslining Walter. The match first surprise entrant arrived 2 minutes before Hayes. Andrade El Idolo, number 4, returned to the WWE 3 years after leaving, joining another promotion. Santos Escobar entered at number 7 and tried to align with Andrade, but was quickly brushed off. Carlito drew number 10 and tossed out his rival Escobar after spinning an apple in his face. Jimmy Uso continued to play politics by forming a loose alliance with Karrion Kross. It proved wise, as Kross was an effective powerhouse in the first third of the match. Kross's hot streak came to an end as Bobby Lashley, number 11, there we go. Bobby Lashley, number 11, hit the ring. Lashley speared everyone out of their boots before eliminating Carlito and rival Kross. Kross subsequently yanked Lashley out of the match, sparking a brawl between their respective fractions, Final Testament and the Pride. Finn Balor entered at number 14 to save stablemate Dominic Mysterio, who arrived at number 9 to the loudest bulls all evening by eliminating Hayes. Cody Rhodes hit the ring at number 15 to a big pop from the crowd. Rhodes immediately booted Austin Theory from the match. Brawl broke between Rhodes and Shinsuke Nakamura, who was number 6. That concluded with Rhodes hitting a Cody cutter on the apron to eliminate Nakamura. Bronson Reed shook the ring at number 16 and tossed Andrade out of the match. Kofi Kingston, number 17, moved into second all-time with a 16th Rumble appearance, eliminating rival Ludwig Kaiser. Imperium leader Gunther arrived moments later, but not before chewing out his minion Kaiser. Everyone in the match was greeted with a thudding chop from the longest reigning Intercontinental Champ in history. Jimmy Uso tried to align with Gunther, but his efforts were reciprocated with violence. Gunther briefly faced Rhodes, who eliminated him to win last year's Rumble before tossing Kingston out of the match. Former NXT champion Braun Breaker, number 20, was hit the ring like a wrecking ball. Breaker eliminated Jimmy Uso off the cuff and speared some fools and got the better of a power struggle with Gunther. Speaking of power, the 7'3", 400-plus pound Omos returned at number 21. Omos and Breaker eliminated Reed and Ivar, respectfully, before facing off with each other. Pat McAfee, you knew he had to be there. Pat McAfee entered at number 22 and eliminated himself immediately when being confronted by Breaker and Omos. Breaker eliminated Omos and was immediately dumped over by Mysterio. J.D. McDonald was number 23. He was speared on his way down the ramp by Breaker. The second time was the Charm for R-Truth, who previously entered the Women's Rumble by mistake at number 24. Truth tossed McDonald into the match, and he was immediately eliminated by Jey Uso. Truth hopped on the apron and amusingly asked Mysterio to tag him. Truth got the hot tag and swarmed Gunther. Truth's loyalty to Judgment Day was not rewarded. Damian Priest entered at number 29 and tossed R-Truth from the match. Match favorite CM Punk entered number 27 to a warm reception. A brooding Drew McIntyre entered at number 29, eliminating Jey Uso and Ricochet. The final 6 superstars, Gunther, Punk, Rhodes, McIntyre, Priest, and Zayn, number 30, stood off before brawling. Zayn eliminated Priest and was immediately tossed out by McIntyre to set up the final 4. McIntyre continued to be a formidable force, laying out his remaining foes with Claymore kicks. McIntyre spent a little too much time smack-talking Punk and was dumped over the ropes. Rhodes eliminated Punk, leaving favorites Punk and Rhodes as the final 2. The tension was elevated with Punk and Rhodes both being believable winners. They exchanged counters and strikes before Rhodes hit the veteran with crossroads. Punk persevered and caught Rhodes with GTS. The crowd broke into chants of "This is awesome." Punk shouted that he didn't wait 10 years to lose to Dusty Rhodes' kid. Punk propped up Rhodes for a second GTS. Rhodes caught the knee, took the angle, and hurled Punk over the ropes. Rhodes became the 4th superstar to win consecutive Royal Rumble matches and the first to do it in 26 years. He joins Rarefied Air alongside Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. The match incorporated a lot of various story threads. Unfortunately, something about the order just devoid of tension until the final 4. Working a mini match really saved the day. That's right, and they're continuing right now. Let's see. Do we have? We'll give you all the winners a little bit shortly. But let's get back to give you an update on some of the scores of games that we left in progress. There we go. Thank you. Okay, we'll just go through the scores of the late games if we can. Alrighty. Thank you. Kings over the Mavericks, 120-115. Spurs over Timberwolves, 113-112. And in 2 overtimes, the Lakers defeated the Warriors, 145-144. In hockey, let's find the hockey scores, and then we will disembark. Okay. Okay. 2 games still in progress in the third periods. Regulation time. Flames over Blackhawks, 1-0. 6:16 left. And the Blue Jackets tied the Canucks with 12-11 remaining in regulation, 4 apiece. Okay, wow. Don't forget now, the football games start off very sweetfully on CBS. You got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Baltimore Ravens. And on Fox, you've got the Detroit Lions taking on San Francisco 49ers from San Francisco. The winners face off in the Super Bowl, which you can watch on CBS, stream on Paramount, or if you got your kids with you and they're interested in watching the game, they can watch the Super Bowl on Nickelodeon. So there you go, right there. Hop, skip, and a little chortle. Okay. Oh, man. Huh. Excuse me, folks. Okay. Okay. We are nearing the end of our little stream, and we have got a lot to do tomorrow. So, I guess let's see. Our good friend, the Monsignor Rabbi Hiram Shecky Fleischman, is taking Detroit to defeat San Francisco by 7, 27-20. Uno is taking the Lions to take out the 49ers. The final score will be 27-14. I'm taking the Lions by 10, 20-10. And there you go, right there. The big enchilulu, as we like to call it. Then we're going, oh yeah, I forgot. Then in the other game that matters, of course, it's the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The rabbi predicts the Ravens 27-14. Uno predicts Kansas City 34-21. I'm taking the Ravens 2014. And I think that's about it. All three predictions made. And then, of course, Super Bowl. I am predicting Kansas City and Detroit. So there you go. So, folks, it's going to be an exciting Sunday. It's going to be very, very interesting tomorrow. So there you go. Yeah, so don't forget Kansas City, Baltimore on CBS. I think it's at 3:30, and the Lions taking on San Francisco's on Fox at 6:30. So catch them and enjoy. As for us, well, I have church tomorrow, and then I'm coming home to close the door, lock it up, and watch the football game. So that is my idea for tomorrow, and I hope I get to do it. Anyway, that is it. We're going to end this stream straight at 12:30. So we got about 4 minutes left. No entertainment report tonight. Tom Brady will be doing Fox this coming season, so get ready, kids. It's a happening. Now, as for Vince McMahon and his situation, it is getting murkier and more murkier. He resigned from the owners of the WWE, the TKO group. He resigned as a member of the board, but he's got more problems. And we're going to probe them. Yes, probe them. Let's see. Former WWE employer filed a federal lawsuit Thursday accusing former executive, might as well say it, Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis of sexual misconduct. The 67-page lawsuit from Janelle Grant, who worked in the company's legal and talent departments, includes allegations that McMahon, now 78, forced her into a sexual relationship in order for her to get and keep a job, and passed around pornographic pictures and videos of her to other men, including other WWE employees. McMahon stepped down as WWE CEO in 2022 amid investigation to allegations that matched those in the lawsuit, which was filed in U.S. District Court in Connecticut, where WWE is based. Lawsuit also names WWE and John Laurinaitis, company's former head of talent relations and general manager, as defendants. Grant's representative said she wished to go public with her allegations. Spokesman for McMahon released a statement saying he will vigorously defend himself, and also saying the lawsuit is replete with lies, obscene made-up instances, and never occurred, and vindictive distortion of the truth. TKO Group, parent company of WWE, issued its own statement that said, in essence, Mr. McMahon does not control TKO, nor does he oversee the day-to-day operations of the WWE. While this matter predates our TKO executive team's tenure at the company, we take Ms. Grant's horrific allegations very seriously and are addressing this matter internally. Email and social media messages seeking comment were left by the Associated Press for Laurinaitis. According to the lawsuit, McMahon lived in the same building as Grant and in 2019 offered to get her a job at WWE after her parents died. She alleges that he eventually made it clear that one of the requirements of the job was a physical relationship with him and later with Laurinaitis and others. Laurinaitis, by the way, married the mother of the Bella twins. Now, over the next few years, McMahon lavished her with gifts, including a luxury car, the lawsuit says. It also alleges that McMahon offered one of his star wrestlers, a person not named in the lawsuit, sex with Grant as a perk in 2021. WWE benefited financially from the commercial sex act venture orchestrated by McMahon, including by having wrestling talent such as WWE superstars signed new contracts with WWE after McMahon presented plaintiff as a sexual commodity for their use. Grant is seeking unspecified monetary damages and to have the court void a $3 million non-disclosure agreement of which she alleges she received only $1 million. McMahon was a leader and most recognizable face of the WWE for decades when he purchased what was then the Worldwide Wrestling Federation from his father in '82. Wrestling matches took place in small venues and appeared on local cable channels. WWE matches are now held in professional sports stadiums, and the organization has a sizable overseas following. WWE merged in April with the company that runs UFC to create a $21.4 billion sports entertainment company, TKO Group Holdings. McMahon served as that group's executive chairman of the board. Now he is a man without a company, as he resigned last night. This is totally just, he resigned after from TKO a day after ex-employee's lawsuit, which has gotten a lot of steam. In fact, there are starting rumors that Netflix might be looking very closely at their deal to broadcast Monday Night Raw. They do have an out clause. They might be taking it. There are some sponsors of WWE programming that are pausing their commercials until this situation is at an end. That is what reports are right now. This could not have come at a bad time for the WWE. SmackDown will move from Fox to USA in the fall. Monday Night Raw will go from USA to Netflix, and that will end in October. The contract will actually end in September, and they will not be broadcasting Monday Night Raw in the last months of the contract. So, wow. There was a story this morning about Shane McMahon. We're going to try to look that up and give it to you. We got only about 2 minutes left. Okay. Let's see here. It was excuse me, it was in a podcast. Let's see. Just trying to find the story. Well, maybe we'll find it and bring it to you tomorrow. But right now we are out of time, so we will talk to you tomorrow. Hopefully with the Lions' victory and them going into the Super Bowl and a conspiracy being debunked. So for everybody involved in this program, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, in a couple of weeks, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern, it'll be the L2C on the house. That's what we're going to call it. Last call on the house. We will see you tomorrow at midnight Eastern time, giving you all the stuff, all the stories, all the sports, all the entertainment, and hopefully we'll find the story about Shane McMahon. So we will see you tomorrow. This has been a Mr. Fine Creativity production in association with the good, kind, and considerable folks at the L2C Media Network and YouTube. I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley. Our producer was Matthew Nichols, the Wizard. And we'll see you tomorrow night at midnight. Thank you, good night, and good luck. And keep them sporty balls clean and shiny.